why not check out our website at wrestlingfatherandson.weebly.com, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our Extreme Rules predictions. So this is the Extreme Rules predictions. We are currently recording this a week before Extreme Rules, so we've still got Raw and Smackdown to come. When this video goes out, I think Raw will be tonight and then Smackdown will be tomorrow. So there might be some matches that still actually which get made. We'll actually go through them and predict them in the week of WWE Raw and Smackdown, I think, respectively. But I do have a couple of question mark matches that might still be made on them, so we will do them and predict them just in case, and then we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let's go through it, Kai. I think we'll start off with the Cruiserweight Championship. As you remember at the last pay-per-view, it was Drew Gulak who actually won the title off of Tony Nese and Cesaro. I think it was Cesaro, wasn't it? So this is kind of like a rematch. It is Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese for the title, sort of a rematch. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I think Drew Gulak.
Yep, Drew. Yeah, it's Drew Gulak, isn't it? Or what's it? Oh, is it Gulak? That's it. It's Drew Gulak. That's how you say it. Yeah, I think as well that Drew Gulak is going to win and retain. He's only just really won it, so it's not really likely to change hands, is it? Next, SmackDown Tag Team Championships is Daniel Bryan and Rowan, who are the champions, versus the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods, and Heavy Machinery, isn't it? Otis and Tucker, who actually won this past Tuesday, didn't they? They beat the team of Owens and Ziggler to get entered into that match. It's now a triple threat match. So who do you think is going to win this one?
Bryan and Rowan.
You think Bryan and Rowan are going to retain, do you? Well, last time I said that, well, I thought that Heavy Machinery would possibly win. I think I'm going to go Heavy Machinery again. Or it could be, it's a hard one though, it could be the New Day. New Day are kind of on form as well. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to say Heavy Machinery. I think they're kind of being featured a bit on SmackDown and they're getting a little bit of a push. So I'm going to say them titles are changing hands and it's going to be Heavy Machinery. While we're talking about Owens and Ziggler, I think that because of the little dissension they had on Tuesday just gone, that I think they might make a match between these two. So I think it'll be Owens versus Ziggler. So if that match actually does happen, Kai, who do you think is going to win out of Owens and Ziggler?
Ziggler.
You think Ziggler? Well, I'm going to think that Kevin Owens is going to win because they made him a face now, so he's a fan favourite now. Looks like that's just a little bit of our prediction. Maybe that match might happen, it might not, but we'll have to see. Next, SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley champion versus Alexa Bliss, and obviously we'll have Nikki Cross with her ringside. Obviously them two have had a match before and Bayley won. So who do you think is going to win this one?
I think Bayley.
I think Bayley's going to win as well. I think there might be, they're sort of hinting about like Nikki Cross, everyone keeps telling her not to trust Alexa, and I think that might come to a head possibly at this pay-per-view. I think, she might turn her back on Alexa Bliss, cost her the title, and they might have a bit of a feud, and it might end up with a Nikki Cross going for that title as well. But yeah, I'm going to say Bayley's going to retain as well. Next, I'll say another little prediction. I wonder if we're going to have the Usos versus the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Obviously them two have been in a bit of a program lately as well. I could see that match being made. So the Revival just won them tag team belts. So who do you think is going to win out of the Revival and the Usos?
The Revival.
The Revival retain, I think, as well. Just in case that happens, we don't know, but we'll have to wait for Monday and Tuesday to see if any matches get made. Next, I put Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane and Drew McIntyre in a no-holds-barred match that was made this past week. That was no-holds-barred now. There is a rumour going around that I've seen that there possibly could be a casket match. Drew McIntyre versus The Undertaker at SummerSlam. I see that rumour as well. So with that in mind, who do you think is going to win out of these two teams?
I think Undertaker and Roman.
I think that probably The Undertaker and Roman Reigns are probably going to win. It's highly unlikely that maybe The Undertaker might lose. I don't really see that happening. But you never know. Shane McMahon is being pushed and he's on a bit of a streak, isn't he? And he is the best in the world. So you never know, do you, Kai? Next we have Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. There was a rumour that they were going to put either, I think, Owens in this match to make it a triple threat. That hasn't happened. So I'm guessing it's just going to be these two. So if it is these two, who do you think is going to win out of these two?
Joe.
You think Joe's going to win? You think he's going to beat Kofi for the title?
I think he's just going to do the kicky and clutch on Kofi.
And choke him out again like you did, was it Monday? I think it was Monday. I don't know, it's very hard to tell. Again, you know, Kofi is on a streak. He did lose last week, first time since he won the belt. Joe did choke him out, so they are sort of hyping it up that Joe can beat him. So there is a possibility. I'm thinking that they're going to extend his run a little bit further. I think Kofi Kingston's going to have that title a little bit longer, maybe till SummerSlam, or maybe Brock Lesnar cashes in on Kofi. I don't know. They might change it up a bit, being as Brock Lesnar has always got the Universal title, hasn't he? So they might change it up a bit and make him cash in on Kofi here. But I think Kofi is going to be retaining. You think it's going to be Samoa Joe. So you know, opinions are divided there. So we'll have to see. I think that's going to be a quite good match. I do like Samoa Joe as a wrestler, and I do like his promo skills at the minute. They're really, really good. And then that brings us to the main event, or what we think will be the main event, the mixed tag team match, winner takes all, Extreme Rules as well. It's Seth Rollins with Becky Lynch, his real life girlfriend, versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. Obviously Baron Corbin has had a couple of shots at Seth Rollins for his title. Same with Lacey Evans, isn't it? They've had this feud sort of since just after WrestleMania. So, with that being said, who do you think is going to take it all? Which team is going to take it all?
Seth and Becky.
You think Seth and Becky Lynch are going to retain? I tend to lean to you. I think yes. I think they are going to retain it. It's going to be a funny one, especially when you've got a mixed sort of intergender match, and it's an Extreme Rules match. That's a bit of a funny one. I can't see Seth Rollins hitting Lacey Evans over the back with a steel chair somehow, or you know, I don't see that kind of happen. Or Seth Rollins, or so I say Baron Corbin putting Becky Lynch through a table. I don't really see that happening. I think the Extreme Rules sort of stipulation is a bit of a funny one for this match. They could have done that for like Kofi versus Joe, or they could have done it for the triple threat tag team match. That could have been Extreme Rules, but this one's a bit of a funny one to put that on. But yeah, so like I say, that's our Extreme Rules predictions at the minute as the matches are. We've done a couple of predictions for the matches that possibly might be, but we'll have to watch Raw and Smackdown this week. Again, Raw is going to be I've heard that the last week's Raw wasn't exclusively run by Paul Heyman, but again, this one he did have a hand in it, so this week he'll have a hand in it, I think, and hopefully there'll be another explosive moment and a good show going forward. And you never know, there might be some other match, but there are week WWE, Raw and Smackdown. We'll discuss and predict them. So yeah, like I say, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and share your predictions as well. We'd like to read what you think is going to happen, and we'll see you in the next video, won't we, Kai? So I'll say goodbye, and say goodbye, Kai.
Bye.
Goodbye.